Hello, I'm OTI instructor Jeff Lewis, and I want to talk to you a little bit about the manner in which you prepare for your forehand and backhand ground stroke. Many players have a tendency to have one long swing that begins in the ready position and ends in the follow-through. These players often feel rushed when the ball arrives. They also have a tendency to be late when their opponent hits an unexpected, harder ball, and will seldom take a ball earlier on the rise. This is what it looks like when a player doesn't have a defined and early turn position. Notice how the swing seems to be all one motion from the ready position. Since the turn position is generally the same for every ground stroke played, you should get through as much of it as possible early. Obviously, the more you can do initially, the less you have to do when it's time to initiate the swing. Having this process done frees up the brain to analyze other variables, such as the speed and spin of the incoming ball, timing, and also your own shot selection. Additionally, you'll be more likely to take the ball on the rise and be ready when your opponent delivers an unexpected harder hit ball. Players who prepare early generally strike the ball earlier, taking time from their opponent while keeping themselves in better position.
Admiral, good to see you again, sir. It's been too long.
And so it has, yes.
Coach Tom Avery here, head pro at the CTW Academy in Naples, Florida, along with CTW Academy coach Dave Scholl. Dave's going to be talking today about what, Dave? Racket preparation?
Early racket preparation.
Early, okay. All right, so what's the key points that players have to keep in mind?
Well, I think, the early racket preparation is so important. You can have the perfect stroke mechanics. You can be the quickest player on the court, get to the ball in plenty of time. But if your racket's not ready to go, you're going to be rushed and you're not going to hit as effective a stroke.
Yeah, I think we've all experienced that rushed feeling.
Right?
Yeah, it's not a good feeling. Right.
So say on a heavy, hard, deep ball that's hit to you.
Yeah.
Although, I see it in players even with a loopy lob coming to them, and they still wait.
They wait, okay.
I feel a good general rule that I preach is have your racket all the way back here. This is where I want to draw back to, on a forehand.
How soon do you need that?
I'd like to have it there as the ball's crossing the net.
Okay.
Or, maybe not quite as extreme would be before the ball lands on my side of the court.
Okay.
If I'm ready that early, chances are I'm not going to be rushed, or a much better chance.
Right.
Common thing I'll see is a player is standing here, they see a lob coming to them, and they're just kind of watching it, the ball bounces, now the racket starts back.
Right.
So a ball that's coming 2 miles an hour, they've ended up being rushed.
Right. I think what happens there with a slower ball, our body tends to react like the slow ball, and we don't move.
Yeah.
The slower the ball, I think, you really got to get those feet going and get set up. My coach used to tell me, when you're in that ready position, use your navel, your belly button as your center. And then, as soon as you see the ball coming off your opponent's strings, if it's to the right side of my navel, it's a forehand, boom, I'm coming back.
Sir?
Hawaii? No, in Hawaii? God damn it, Bill. I'm supposed to be in California.
No, sir. This is California.
Well, gotta run. Good luck.
But, sir, this is your command. Sleepy Weasel has been on the drawing board for 10 months. The president handpicked you.
Yeah, damn right he did. No stopping us now, Ted.
Why don't I show you your offices and I can bring you up to date?
You've always been a fine soldier, Scott. Just lead the way.